Hello fabulous ones, welcome back to my channel. I am Marlo Keenan, and if you're new here, welcome to the fabulous family. Today I am so super stoked about this video. Why? Because I started this Pat McGrath palette in a whole different way. This Celestial Divinity palette is absolutely beautiful, but I wanted to see how I could actually use these shades differently. And let me tell you what I mean. When you open this palette, you obviously guys know there's a lot of shimmers, you know, metallics and all that jazz. There's only 3 mattes in this palette. So what I did one day was like, let me put the Celestial shade all over my lid and then go in with one of the mattes, like really just in the outer corner, and bringing it up into the crease and blend it out. When I tell you I did it a few times, I just absolutely love it. These shades, just look at the way it looks. I feel that when you do it that way, you're blending in the matte, changing the finish of that matte, and at the same time changing the finish of the shimmer or celestial shade or whatever. And you know what? Who said you can't do shimmer all over the lid? Okay, I mean, I know that's some, you know, oh, don't put shimmers in the crease and this, that, and the other. But let me tell you, if you could do it and make it work and make it beautiful, do you, boo-boo, okay? Because I absolutely love the way this came out, you know, and you could do it with all of these shimmers. You know what I'm saying? Like every single celestial shimmer in this palette could reap these type of results, okay? So I only used 2 shades. That is it. That is all you need. Of course, you could go deeper in the outer corner with maybe another matte shade of your preference, but I used this palette solely. Now, I did do a little something extra in the inner corner. I kind of put my favorite celestial shade up all in that crease with the bronze palette. I used both these 2 celestial shades down here, which are my favorite of all time. So guys, again, I hope that I'm bringing something kind of new to you in terms of the Pat McGrath. I really want people to start using it that way if they can, if they're having, you know, thoughts of like, well, how am I going to use all these celestial shades with just these 3 mattes? I mean, you could literally use all these shades with the mattes in this way, and it absolutely, I mean, does it look bad? I'm just saying, like, who's to say you can't do this? I feel like it just looks so galactic, just so fresh, just really glamorous, and it's so easy to do. Okay, I'm talking a lot, I understand that, but I just love the way it came out, and I love this new technique that I am starting to do with this palette, so I can use it like every day. I'm gonna get through this palette in no time. Okay, so enough of this jibber jabber. If you want to see how I created this look, the technique of which I used it in detail, continue. And again, let's just stop talking and get into this video. Okay guys, you have no idea how excited I am about this, because it's just so exciting to find new ways to use a palette when people may struggle with it, especially when there's like all shimmer, metallic, and celestial shades and only a few mattes. And so these 2 looks are so easy, like I said in the intro, 2 shadows, and I believe that they could be daytime and nighttime, because, you know, I'm just extra like that and I would wear it during the day. So let's just get started. Okay, believe it or not, I'm going to use a different primer today. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Minor Sin. And the reason why I'm using this one is because A, it's old and I need to use it and finish it because I haven't used it in forever. But 2, this primer actually has a very kind of light type tint shimmer effect to it, and so it just goes well with, you know, the shades that I'm going to be using. But I have tried these 2 looks with just, you know, my regular P. Louise and Gerard Cosmetics base. So all the primers that I use, those 3 work great. And so I'm just gonna do one eye at a time, okay? since I'm doing two different looks. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that, and I'm applying it like all the way to my brow bone. I'm doing one eye at a time because I mean this primer actually does dry pretty quickly. So I'm just gonna spread that around just like such. Just spread it around all the way. I do wing shape, so I'm gonna extend that, you know, just like such on the outer corner. Alrighty, just like such, okay? Pretty shimmery, isn't it? I like that. I can't believe I haven't used it in so long, but you know, always up with the latest and greatest, right? So for this eye, I am going to take this shade right here, and I am flushing that bad boy on the entire lid, upper lid, everywhere on the eye. Now you know it's always highly suggested that, oh my God, don't put shimmer in the crease, don't put it up there, blah, blah, blah. There's no rules to makeup, and it just shows you how, I mean, you've seen the intro, how beautiful the look came out. So if you could get it in a way that it looks great and look good, go for it. There are no rules to makeup because there is going to be shimmer all over the place, okay? All right, and I am, look at, I swear, these shades in here are just so freaking beautiful. And I'm being really light-handed, and just in terms of the application, because I don't want no fallout because I've already got my base on, which you guys know I usually do, you know, my face last. But this is a look that you could get away with doing the eyes first without worrying about fallout and all that jazz if you take your time. See that? I'm putting it all over. Oh my God, like, you can't tell me that ain't beautiful. I mean, this shade has so many shifts to it. Blue, freaking gold, purple. I mean, it is just so gorgeous. But the great thing about it is wait until I do that technique when I put that matte shade over it and blend it. Okay, now here's where the magic happens. Now I'm going to use this shade right here, this matte, and I'm going to only put it in the crease. You'll see. Just let me show you how I'm going to do it. Okay, child? Now I'm going to take a small fluffy brush, and I'm using my Morphe M506. And what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to lightly dust right here, right on the lower lash line. Just put it right on the lower lash line. Okay, now I'm going to take it and just, you know, add it to the outer corner and bring it all the way into the crease and blend at the same time. And you could go as deep and saturated as you want. But what it does is, I don't know, I can't really explain it. Like, doing it this way, it blends into that shimmer shade, that celestial shade beautifully. And it kind of tones down the celestial shade at the same time, giving the matte shade a different finish. So you want to keep on going, and I'm literally just doing it in the crease at the moment, okay? And then I'll end up blending it out. But right now, just focus on the crease. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend it up. And still keeping it darker on this outer V here, but blending it up into the brow bone. You see? You see how it transitions into like a different finish on the outer corner and into the crease? Let's keep on moving forward. And I'm continuing to blend and pack on because I like it. I'm just, you know, I want it a little bit more richer, but as you notice, I'm also winging that out. You see what I'm saying? To have that little bit of, you know, wing effect. Okay, I also want to note that I'm flipping my brush just to the side just so I could blend up. I'm blending, you know, that crease all the way up. Not all the way, but I'm blending it upward. And it's just giving me this celestial, sexy, just glamorous look. And it's so easy. Okay, so you could totally skip this part, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip back into that celestial shade, and I'm just going to wet my brush. I have some thermal water here in a bottle. I'm just going to spray it and sweep it right there in the beginning just to give it a little bit more like sparkling shine, brightness in between the crease and the lash line of that matte shade. Okay, so this eye for the most part is finished, but look at just the dimension it has from putting that matte on top of that celestial shade and blending it, and it just two shades. That's it. 2 shades. Okay, so let's do the other eye, and I'm going to show you a whole different look with different shades. Okay, I already did the primer on this eye. The shades I'm going to use this time will be these 2 right here. I'm going to use this shade as a celestial shade, and then I'm going to use this one as the matte and do the exact same thing on this side. But of course it will look different just because of the shades, obviously, but let's get to it. Oh, look at that. It looks gold in the pan, but it's a totally pink shift. Oh. And again, we're just doing the same thing, applying it and bringing it all the way up onto the lid, all the way up to the brow bone. How beautiful. Oh my God. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing and start with that matte shade, just, you know, brushing it right there at that lower, at the upper lash line. Okay. And again, you could go as deep as you want to go. You know, you could keep on applying. Heck, you could even add another matte shade if you wanted to get a little bit more deeper. This type of technique is so universal. Now I'm going to go ahead and pack the outer corner and get that sucker right into the crease. See? And you see what it's doing right now? How it's totally changing the shift and the finished of both, not only the matte but the shimmer itself. I know I sound like a broken record, but y'all, I'm excited about this technique. Again, get that wing shape going. Okay, alrighty, like, look at that. It's just so freaking beautiful. Oh my God, like, I do like this pink side, but I also love this. This is more like, I feel galactic-like. You know what I'm saying? And this is like, you know, nice and pink and, you know, oh, purplish actually. So damn gorgeous. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing. Take that matte shade and connect that lower lash line. I do have some fallout I see over here. I will fix that later. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing with the wet brush and just bring make it a little bit more, you know, brighter in that inner corner between the crease and the lash line. You can't really tell on camera, but I really can. I hate when you can't tell stuff on camera the way I see it. Okay, basically this is the look, but I'm going to be a little bit more extra, and I'm going to take the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction palette and use, these, I think I've said it plenty of times, these 2 celestial shades right here are by far my favorite celestial shimmer shades of all time, like ever, in anything I got, like, that's where it's at for me, okay? So, but what I'm going to do is, I don't know which one I'm going to take. I think I'm going to take this one at the bottom right here. I'm going to take this one right here and put it in the corner and swipe it up. I love doing this. I just love the way it looks. But seriously, guys, you could leave this as is, okay? You do not have to do this, but I'm extra. So what I'm going to do is I take that pencil brush and put it in the inner corner and go right like such. And follow that crease line just a little bit, just like right there, just like right there. Oh, you can't even tell on camera what I'm trying to do. There you go. See? You see how it just gives that little bit of a more extra touch? Okay guys, basically this is it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go clean up some of the fallout, do a little bit more blending up here, just touch things up the way I need to touch them up, come back with lashes, the whole look, all of that jazz. And I also want to share some of my final commentary with you, so I will be right back. Okay guys, I am back, and the lippy that I have on is by Gerard Cosmetics in the shade Double Shot, and I also have Huda Beauty lashes on in the style Samantha number 11. So anyway, we are done, all of that good jazz, and I love this. I am so happy that I found a way that I could literally incorporate this palette into my life almost on a daily. Because the thing about it is, when people typically look at shimmers, which these are a lot of shimmers in this palette, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, what am I gonna do? There's like 3 matte shades and that's it. And I feel like you don't have to go as deep as I did, but you could get those shimmers on, do the matte second, blend the outer corner in and up and into the crease, and it looks fantastic. Who said that you can't put shimmer all over? I mean, it looks super, you know, this side more galactic like, and then you have this beautiful pink shimmer on the other side of the eye. I believe this is so gorgeous, so beautiful. I personally absolutely love it. I am asking you guys to please let me know what you think about creating looks like this using these celestial shades, and then the technique of going over it with the matte. Heck, you don't even have to try it with just the Pat McGrath. Try it with other shades that you have. Please let me know how it turns out for you. Tag me if you do a look. In fact, I want all my YouTuber friends to do a video. I want all of my YouTuber friends, you all know who you are. I'm tagging each and every single one of you to do this with the Pat McGrath, whether it's this palette, you know, any palette that you may have, just to see how it works for you and how it comes out, because I absolutely think it's so stunning. And again, it's giving people the opportunity, for even the people who don't use makeup that much or don't consider themselves like a makeup whatever eyeshadow connoisseur, to easily use this palette and easily use it in a way where you possibly may hit pan. We have so much in our collection, we barely hit pan on anything. Let's put this to the test. I really want to see what you guys come up with. Again, I hope you guys love this video. I absolutely love this look and all of that jazz. Comment down below. Let me know if you guys are gonna try it, gonna do it. Tag me and all of that jazz. And you guys already know how much I love you. And until my next video, y'all, bye-bye now.